Christmas is around the corner, and with it, the time of the year where wargaming just wants your money. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Sorin, and today's video we're gonna take a look at the brand new Tier 8 Italian heavy with a brand new auto reloader mechanism, the Progetto C45 mod 71 that is gonna come inside the loot boxes. So this post was available 2 days ago, as you can see over here. But yesterday in my country, in my city, has snowed, and I really enjoyed myself with the winter magic, with winter snow. So yeah, I'm really sorry for not keeping you up to date. But it was just a personal break, and I believe you can get a point. And also, I forget to mention, in my last video I made a mistake, and those two beautiful gentlemen, Markus Deininger and Crazy Slovak, actually pointed out that I said it was a Mark 1 on the back of the mouse skin. No, it was actually a Goliath. So I really appreciate that for you correcting me and helping me to understand some things and actually discussing what I comment in the video. So I really appreciate that. Thumbs up. Let's begin our video. So last week I actually was wondering, is Wargaming gonna add a brand new mechanism, brand new line in the loot boxes? And I wanted to make that video to actually create some hype about the Progetto, but I didn't want to share some information that are not 100% correct. So yeah, here we are 1 week later. We actually have the confirmation of the Progetto C45 coming inside the loot boxes. So as we had like last year, Wargaming just sold the 703 version 2. I believe it was with 2-3 months earlier than actually the Tech 3 to create hype and create more profit. So people can buy more loot boxes, try out gambling, try out their luck, and let's see what the tail banks has actually to say about it. So the holidays are always full of magic, and this year's is no exception. Yes, of course. In less than 4 weeks, Holiday Op 2021 will start, and the Christmas and the New Year spirit will enter your garage on World of Tanks. As usual, with a Christmas garage and all the decoration you will need to collect, the famous loot boxes are commonly new as large boxes will also come to get your cool gift. Last year I believe we had like a really great must-have premium tanks, such as the Progetto, such as the SU-130 PM, and some other tier 6 crappy tanks that you could get some nice gold for $1 or $2, so how much is the loot boxes. And I believe this year is gonna be no exception. What tanks are gonna be inside the loot boxes? Well, I have a brief, I have this gut feeling they're gonna sell the T77 again, the tank which I believe was sold for the Waffentrager events, if I'm not mistaken, but I can be wrong. They believe they can sell the version 2 again. They can sell the I don't know, the E25, the KV220, I don't know what tanks they want to get. Maybe the Lef they can sell. I don't know. It's just up for them. We're gonna take time will tell, as I say in a lot of my videos. And also there's gonna be another premium tank that is gonna be available, a tier 8 British tank destroyer with an autoloader. I'm gonna make a video about it within, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. After I finish this video, I'm gonna make the video about it, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, here are the loot boxes. So as you can see, maybe lunar, Chinese, Russian, and I don't know, American. Large boxes will contain the so much desired gift, all play ones, premium vehicles, unique 3D styles, gold credits, and decorations. This year the list of vehicles is still unknown, but we have information that the 2 unique vehicles will be available in the large boxes. It is very clear with the release of update 1.11 Command Test 2 that the information about Italian heavies delay was accurate. The reason many will think is because of the delay of delaying balanced in the tanks or the modules or the models are not ready. But the truth is far simpler. The main reason for the delay is as simple as the last year delayed double barrel mini branch. Still, a unique mechanic premium tank inside the loot boxes to create hype for the new branch. Or in this case, we're aiming to create some more revenue because, well, who don't want a tank? Well, in this case, it's a really nice premium tank. I mean, you can dish out 1080 damage within 6 seconds if you just want to unload your magazine. And as I know from a premium, like if I have myself some premium tanks, if you do 2000 damage or 1500, you are gonna make crazy profit. So yeah, this tank is gonna be quite nice. Of course, it is more than just create hype, it is just to maximize profit. I'm sure you have guessed what vehicle this will be. It's pointed out in the title of this article and the image above, but in this case you missed. It is the one and only Progetto C45 Mod 1, the Tier 8 Italian premium tank. So, actually, Tank GG is as up to date as the daily bounce. We're gonna jump on that and see what are the statistics of this vehicle, because this is what we take a look at. I mean, we then took a look at the information on its own. We have some backup to actually show you. So, Tank GG, they actually got the brand new model for the Progetto and for the brand new Tier 8 British tanks. But we are not going to focus on the British tank, we have the Progetto. So, stock 1877 DPM, maybe because you have an auto reloader, you can dish your damage if you have the chance, and you don't have like this, you can shoot a single shotgun, but still. The DPM is pretty balanced. With the 360 alpha damage on and 218 mils of penetration, it's quite below average in my opinion. I mean, nowadays World of Tanks has around 225, 235 base penetration, and this one it's quite below average in my opinion. So the reloading times are 11 for the 16 for the first shell. For example, if you are starting the battle and you have 16.3 seconds to reload the first shell, 14.38 to reload the second shell, and 11.51 to reload the last shell. So this gives us a brief of 5.21 round a minute with a 3-second trip size and 1800 damage within 6 seconds with an intra-clip reload of 3. Dispersion point for that, you cannot really snipe with this tank. It's mainly focused on short to mid distances fighting. 2.59 seconds aiming time, well, that's quite heavy. And the retroverse, 0.15, that is your reticle will bloom out, so you won't be really able to snapshot. So I recommend using a vertical stabilizer in this case. This thing also has really nice shell velocity. The caliber is 105. The shell velocity on AP it's 1155, which is really impressive. You can really not give that much lead in this case, and you can engage tank at the long distance if you're more than sure you can hit them with your poor accuracy. But still, ammo capacity is 60, which gives us a healthy 21,600 potential damage. You won't run out of ammo, you can deal as much damage as you want, as long as there are tanks in front of you. As I forget to mention, the premium ammo is hit with 270 meters of penetration, well, quite low as I said. I mean, it's not quite low, it's like in IS-3 range, but it's not as high as a Lover with 294. So yeah, you will not really be able to engage tanks that have, such as the mouse. Maybe you can penetrate the cheeks if are frontally and you roll slightly high, but still you won't have that chance to penetrate maybe type 4, type 5 frontally. So yeah, this take in consideration what you're fighting with. Top speed it's 50, quite mobile. Reverse speed it's 15, quite average. 600 horsepower, which give us this tank quite a low power to weight ratio of 12.5. Effective traverse is quite bad as well at 27. Gun depression is 10, which is really nice, and it works really great with the OP turret armor. This is chieftain, or I don't know, chieftain wise turret armor. It doesn't have any weak spots, as we're gonna take a look in the game model within like a minute or so. And also this tank has a healthy 20 degrees of gun elevation, which is really nice. Fully rotational turret, but keep in mind that this tank has 0 degrees of gun depression over the back. Hull ammo it's 135, 75 and 30. Yeah, you can get penetrated with HEs really easily. And our artillery is gonna love to shoot, not a, like if he doesn't have the chance to shoot directly at your tank, he can just shoot at the back at your tank. I mean near your engine deck, not not on to the engine deck, but close to the tank's rear, and still gonna do a lot of damage. So this tank has a nice 185 meters of turret armor, which is well angled, plus 80 on the side. Well, it's quite a long side, so you better be careful versus some HE derps, because they can penetrate it. And also 550 on the rear turret, which, well, is not really armor at all. 1400 HP gives this tank like below average hit points. I mean, I believe at tier 8 heavies you have like that, the 1500, 1600 ratio range. Plus, on top of that, this tank has 52 tons, and 380 meters view range, which, well, is quite low. And keep in mind that the commander is actually the radio man, so you better train, situation awareness instead of recon skill. So now talking about the equipment, what I'm gonna be more than sure using if I'm gonna get this vehicle somehow, maybe vents, or because this thing has survivability for its main slot, maybe vents, maybe a vertical stabilizer, and maybe a turbocharger just to increase the speed. But this thing has 308 meters, so no, maybe not a turbocharger. Maybe do I not get coded optics? Or do I not drop the vertical stabilizer for the mobility? That's quite messed up. Or do I not put the turbocharger here? Yeah, it's quite a messed up, but pretty sure I'm gonna drop the vents for the coded optics, and put here maybe like turbocharger, and put here coded optics. But still, this tank really needs mobility, view range, and, well, gun handling stabilization, because it looks like it has like some bad dispersion on moving, and yeah, it's quite tricky. I mean, it's really about your playstyle. Do you want to play this tank to do more spotting? Do you want to play this tank to be more accurate? Or do you want to be, for example, to be like more speedy? That's my main question to you. And also to top it up, you're gonna put brothers in arms and situation awareness, as my crew has like 1 or 2 skills. So yeah, quite healthy statistics in my opinion. Now, taking a look at the model, we have, oh yeah, a chieftain in flesh and bones. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 degrees of gun depression. I mean, yeah, you do not have a cupola. You don't have a weak spot on top. I mean, the only weak spots that I can see over here are, if you're gonna fight this tank over like this, maybe this thing over here under the turret is gonna be like a weak spot that you can penetrate with 220. Also, those things which are not spaced armored have like also 230, 230, but instead, everything that is gonna how to say, everything else is like 300 over here where it's well angled. Over here is like 260. So yeah, mostly high penetration AP and APC rounds are gonna go through this turret, but hit, no way hit is going in. I mean, here can penetrate hit, and if lucky here, but still it's a really small chance to have like I mean, the Russian tanks, mediums, heavies, tier 10s, like, are gonna struggle to penetrate it. I mean, if hit, I don't know, can it hit, I'm not sure if hit can penetrate 20 millimeters spaced armor. I mean, in some cases it penetrates, and in some cases it doesn't, and I'm really, like, not really sure if you can penetrate this 20 millimeters space of spaced armor. And if that's the case, well, I don't know what to say. And also, this tank has, like, let's see, 400 over here. I mean, where this triangle is really well shaped. The turret, the gun mantle, it's 300. I don't know, something over here is like 200. I don't know what it is, but well, I believe it's like, I don't believe it's like an ion as 75 TS, but still it's really weird. And we have to wait till the game models are inside the game to actually know what we can penetrate and what we can't. The upper plate is quite solid. I mean, this thing is really well angled. It's an auto ricochet. 200 of effective on the upper plate with some space armoring on top of that, which again improves the survivability against hit rounds. Well, what is this? I think it's 40 millimeters, so it can be overmatchable by any 121 meter guns. Now I see that this thing is like 40 millimeters, and how can you see it? I mean, you cannot see it, but if you're a bit under it and it's showing, this thing can like overmatch it. So yeah, that's a bit weird, and I believe that still might be a model issue, but still, as this tank is scraping, I mean, yeah, 75 meters of side armor really give you zero chances of penetrating this tank as side scraping. You have here the engine deck, which is really weird, but I believe that's like from a higher end view. But how can I penetrate this wrong frontally? Well, the lower plate, that is like butter. I mean, you have 120 and 120, like 125 over here, 125, 120. Yeah, 120 in the lower plate, and over here it's a really weird stuff. I mean, this thing, it's an auto ricochet and it's 50 millimeter, and this thing is like overmatchable with any 90 millimeter gun, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, why the stomach of this tank is like popping out and it's overmatchable? That makes no sense. And that makes this tank like this just because the model, it's not really complete, or to say so. But as you see over here, this tank gets it's 0 degrees from here. So if you are below this tank and you are really gonna shoot this strike here and penetrate it, well, you have no chance. Well, it doesn't have any chance because it cannot depress its turret. So starting from let's say from here all the way to here, this tank has 0 degrees of gun depression. So keep in mind to always face your opponents and to not have sneaky pricky medium and light tanks to sneak up behind you and track you and just play with you as much as they want. So this was my video about the Progetto C45 mod 71, the upcoming tier 8 Italian premium medium tank, not medium tank, heavy tank with a brand new auto reloader mechanism. And I really want to thank you very much for watching. I'll see you legends in the next time. Bye bye.